Alright, what is up YouTube? We are doing another replay video. I've got my boy Rahan in here along with some other guys from my testing server. He did a money match on Dueling Book, and I'm gonna pick his brain, see what he did wrong. He said he played the game perfectly because he won, so obviously I've gotta make sure that he's not lying to me. And then we'll obviously take a look at the game from his opponent's perspective, see if there's something else he could have done to pull it out. So we got Rahan, Nick, my boy Fritz, and Mitchell. And yeah, so lead Ketsu. Rahan, why are you thinking this over Rahu?
Um, okay, so sometimes when people are desperate, and their hand is weak, shotgun and ash here. So it sort of would like tell that. I feel like leading Rahu just makes it super susceptible to a lot of different things. Like you just play into Fua into an ash, and that can create like some awkward lines. I just think there's no punish to actually leading with Rahu. So I usually always lead with Rahu. The other thing is like if you lead with Rahu and grab I forget their names, the first person, the one that normal
Agumba?
summons grabs
Lucas?
uh, Lucius, yes, sorry. So if you grab Lucius, again, you just start to like see if there's like any like what kind of deck you're playing against. Right? Because you lead with Lucius, you can check for a purge. This checks for a purge. Ash, Lucas checks for Impervailer. So you just want to check for hand trap, and that's usually the mentality that I'm playing with this deck, especially if I have Raku in hand as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you don't have like too many options. You want to try and get as many names in rotation as quickly as possible, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah, like Rahu sending here doesn't really provide any value because like if this was like Squamata, maybe you could argue a little bit more, but based on current hand, you just go this. Yeah, I assume you're adding 5 mana to this resolves, or are you adding something else for Rahu?
5 mana for sure.
Okay. That just seems like the best card. So we go here, we get Ash. Alright. Life is rough. Uh sure. So now we just hope he plays into Nib. I guess we can also just like Minion. So we led Cookie, so he doesn't have Cupsy. He would have maybe led Obedience Cold. We have Nib. If this card gets cleared, we kind of lose. So you're kind of hoping that like like he passes here, I suppose.
Yeah, like I feel like if he had Obedience Gold or like the Striker package, I feel like he would lead with it. Um,
Yeah.
And like the cookie is also not like the best normal summon that gives you immediate value. So I
hmm
thought perhaps like he's playing with one card starters. I imagine like perhaps what's in hand are just like additional normal summons. So I thought like perhaps just getting rid of this early on and seeing what I draw would be the best play.
hmm I think there's an argument for waiting just to like try and max value on the Nib. But also if he just like makes a subpar board to try and enter battle, um, you can maybe try to like get like a blowout in main phase 2 with Nibiru. Because like if he like tries to attack, he doesn't kill you. He may have like made a subpar line, like not be able to like efficiently go into Herald afterwards. Um, there's obviously an
So do
argument
you
for like
feel
trying to draw the cards earlier. Sorry.
so do you feel like if you're the Yummy player and you're going second, do you
hmm
ever try to take the nip out in main phase by threatening a herald, or do you just try to enter battle phase and see if your opponent clears your board or not?
Um, I would in general, I think just try to threaten battle because battle is a Herald and you didn't have to commit resources to it.
Reasonable.
Yeah, like I think that'd be my preference. Like if he has whatever Cupsy in hand and that goes with just a bait, um, I would just go like Cupsy, probably like Synchro into Lollipo enter battle, then like you have surprise main phase 2 for like to get back into place or whatever, something like that.
The other
Something I'll
issue,
mention though, if you want to pause it real quick,
Yeah, please.
if he has Cupsy, you would always start Cupsy regardless,
mhm,
knowing that he potentially has Horn. Because if for some reason he has Horn there and you summon Cookie or Lollipo, then your Horn, you have a chance you just
Yeah,
get turn skipped. So
yeah,
if
no,
they
you're right.
summon Cookie or Lollipo, you can almost effectively rule out that they have Engage, Hornet Drones, Obedience Schooled, or Lollipo more than
Mm.
likely.
I agree.
I think the spells are less likely to be outs. I think the cookie call out is good. But there's an argument that like if you're concerned with the set being either one of flame or horn, that if you just go like normal cookie and then like he bounces, you're like content. And if he doesn't have it and like the set is flame, you like get to hold the spell still and like you just like still try to play the game. Um, I think the cookie acknowledgement is good. Like if that is horn, his hand is like only that, then you're in a bad spot. But I think you could definitely just like if you have cookie, lolly, obedience school, you can just like go cookie and like play the game that way.
Something I also saw with this is he didn't use cookie's effect to decrease, right?
Yeah, I
I
don't know
think
how
that's a
it's.
like a pretty big mistake, I think, because now whatever trap he has set, assuming obviously it can't be horn 'cause he would typically summon anyways.
Mhm.
If he has flame, now his minion, like he doesn't have a way to clear
Yeah,
the Lucius like effectively,
yeah.
and it
Like
now
if
gives him
yeah.
a chance to draw and define mana. Like
Mhm.
I don't know.
I think that the yeah like you're. I think he just I probably put a lot of weight on the minion being live on the rest of his turn. So he goes
So
add cook. Sorry, yeah, you're good.
one of the considerations I had, so one of the other considerations I actually had was with regards to like holding the flame. Another play I considered was just letting him resolve his plays, and then holding the flame for an extension of surprise. But my issue
Yeah.
was if he's able to get to surprise early, then I also just don't know if the other card in hand is also a surprise, right? And so the issue could become he can just bounce both cards back with surprise. Um, and the other issue is if I allow him to enter battle phase and he's threatening lethal
Mhm.
with the minion field spell buff, then if I use my trap in battle phase, he could have Purge or Ash, and then that just nullifies my nib and also just kills me.
I think you just lose either way in that situation, though. No,
Um, how so?
like if he, um, I guess it would
Like
depend on
right
the
now,
opener.
I'd better have an additional yummy name in hand to special because I feel like we've checked most of the starters with how he's played. Um, and we've checked a lot of his deck, right? So because of the cookie normal, I think the comment that Nick made that it can't be cupsy
Mhm.
in terms of a normal summon, and I feel like you'd lead with Obedience School or Strike Engine. Um, I think there's a pretty decent like likelihood that it's either just his one normal summon and the other cards are just not engine because he's playing a hand trap build. Um, or he just has like other redundant like normal summons that are just special summons. So that's why I just wanted to put him on like, okay, you better just have the additional name, rather than like allowing him to play.
Mm, I understand it. I
But you
just
don't
think
like
it's
it.
like kind of high variance in a spot that like Nib probably provides a lot of value. Um, because I think if you flame check like surprise, you're in a really good spot.
Um, yeah, no, I can see that.
From like the yummy point of view, I feel like a lot of the times in a game state like this, what I might do is try to play like under the Nibiru, like before going to battle. So I would only summon 4 times, and then just like battle and get damage in, and then post battle rush a Herald. And maybe I could find game in battle phase with the surprise summon back, like
Mhm.
depending on like what I open. Um,
Yeah, I feel like there's multiple ways to actually nullify the nib, and I feel like holding flame longer for surprise plays into really hard into purge or ash. And I feel like you would just check those cards right now, and then that also influences when you drop the nib.
I think I agree with you there.
Because we led Ket to it resolved, right? Or did I get
Continue.
Ash? It did resolve,
No,
right? And
continue.
then he Veilered Lucius, and then
Yeah.
Ash Rahu. So
You
there's
can
maybe
still
so yeah, I think based on the way he hand trapped, you probably can't read too much into it. Like he can always just always have a second Ash.
I
So
actually
yeah,
kind
you
of like
can
how Rohan played this. Because it's like he cannot go. His opponent can't go battle phase with minion anymore. Like that's no longer an option. His only option is to try to get to an herald, and then like a follow up play. So like now he has to play into the Nibiru here
but I
in
think
main phase.
he
Only like
always had to though.
sure, but it like I guess what I'm trying to say is like limits like his options. Like versus if you don't interact, like his opponent has like a lot of plays he could do. He could play under the nib. He could go straight into a cup C and then add surprise, and then we just let him do all that versus now his only option
Yeah,
is
I think
just
cutting
playing
off the
straight into
first
the Nibiru.
body is probably just a good enough argument for it. I'm not like the most convinced that like I don't know, like it just seems really rare that like the deck only has like a cookie in hand as like their only play. Um, and if they do, like they probably very often have like a card that checks the trap. But I guess you're probably just like trying to play to your outs, right? Like sometimes you just draw like 5 mana here and you like Shaddoll
Right.
Dragon pop minion or whatever. So
Just a comment.
yeah.
I was in the same situation last time I played Yummy, and I personally I would have played it a bit differently. I would put a Croaky on the field
Mm-hmm.
and then use the Cupsy search on minion because that just beats Nib.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think that is fair.
Also
So yeah,
touching on that real quick while it's playing through, if he does the Croaky, then he can actually guarantee out the Lucius too. Now that the minion's negated and he didn't use Cookie, he has no way of actually dealing with this Lucius at all.
Can you put Herald on the board and put up game?
mm,
I don't think so.
off of just Cookie Lollipo, probably not.
Like,
Not through Nib.
definitely not. Like I understand what you're saying with like you go for a Croaky first and then you grab the minion, but like that just doesn't matter if you can't put up game.
Okay,
But
so
you
this
still
is
get a Croaky to
sorry,
summon back. I know you probably can't put up game the second time, but you can do whatever to clear board and then set up like all the interactions on your opponent's turn.
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
based on
that's what I'm saying though. But that
Sure.
whole like I don't think you put like because like if you do everything, make Herald. I don't see how you're having enough bodies on the board to put up game. Like when you like go
Okay.
a Croaky for like the other field spell, like the attack
I
game
just
field
want to
spell.
be clear. I am not making Herald when I'm going for game. I'm just like trying to kill you, and then like
Yeah.
I'll do those plays
No,
afterwards if you stop me.
If main
'Cause,
phase
like I
2
know the
somehow
hand is
didn't
bad, right?
yeah.
Because you
But like
did.
how you're not killing with an a Croaky on the board.
You search it off Cupsy Dog.
Yeah.
I know. So, but like the second that you take the Croaky off the board and put the minion there, like they just nib
Okay.
you and it's wraps.
Okay, then you activate Link's
Okay.
Link Splatter, then you get
Yeah.
minion back and you get to keep playing the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get to keep playing, but you're not killing your opponent. So like the nib does its
Okay,
job.
but that's okay, but like that's the point though. That's literally what I said, right? Like you just get to like you threaten game. Okay, we didn't kill them, but now we get to set up all of our interrupts. So you're happy because Nib didn't kill you, but I'm also happy because you're playing Dracotail. You don't have any starters left based on how you played the game last turn, and like I can set up a Herald pretty quickly on your turn. So good luck.
okay. I need to concede and say that I did misplay. So I thought this.
Yeah, you be
field
yielding a
spell-
lot.
I thought this field spell was a Croaky, so I dropped the nib in response to that, and I realized he's just playing 2 minion, and I was very confused.
Rayon, bro, you can't be yielding this often.
Hey,
It's okay.
Humility is an important aspect of being my friend.
We still won.
Sure. Okay, so now we're here. Pack him up. Got it.
Okay, so I'm like, his deck sucks. I'm just gonna make a
Sure.
Ty-Phon attack over it,
I respect it.
and I'm also the GOAT.
Wait, oh, you can just make window here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nasty.
And
Make
the
win
direct.
that.
Wait,
And you
can't
bought the field
result.
spell too.
Bruh. Oh, this is so disgusting.
But it was the
Huh?
nicest window ever.
That's so
We saw the
disgusting.
vision. It's okay.
It's
With
okay,
Dragon 2 is actually foul.
I know.
He plays 2 minion. It doesn't matter. Are you even supposed to put the minion? I guess probably, right? Yeah. Just
No,
like,
like
yeah, you have to.
I'm aware he
You have
plays
to.
2 minion. I'm saying it's because like
Yeah, you can't attack
like-
over it now. Yeah. No.
yeah.
We cooked. Do we ever normal summon this Squamata?
I didn't want to in case my top deck is Rahu.
I get it. I'm not being like 100%. Like I'm kind of being serious, but like yeah, it takes away like a lot of good top decks. So I get it.
Oh my god, are all 3 cookies out?
Yes, he's putting them all back.
Oh
Like, 2 of them.
nah.
So you go Snatchy for this. Okay, so now you see the top. You can't even top deck a guy. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Are there no more names?
No,
Oh,
he
they're all
can,
the
but like
bottom.
he can't. Like he has to attack over. He has to top deck exactly Cookie. Oh, you're crazy. How do you win this game? That Ty-Phon was broken.
I know.
Dang, it's basically the best deck of the format, boys.
It is. It wasn't even the Ty-Phon. It was the fact that I drew 5 mana per turn.
Yeah, bro. So it's the best deck of the format until you have to play into VSK9.
Oh, I played against
So-
VSK9.
It's okay. VSK9 will break a quarter of the time.
It's okay. He needs to see the VSK9 replay now after this.
Okay. Alrighty, so leads cookie. We have only a nib, so we just like. So something that's I have been mentioned to me in the past was you actually let them make the herald and then you nib them to one play around like thrust and tactics. And then in this deck as well, I think it's like a little bit bigger, like a better argument for it, because if they only play one herald, you remove the herald permanently. That way they can't like make it again as a floodgate against you. So what are your thoughts on that, Rohan? Also let them figure this
So
out.
I thought about that, but I think it's a bit different when we have King of the Swamp. Because, for example, if I nib him right here, I get rid of like a certain number of bodies. He's forced to use like surprise, for example, to continue extending, so on and so forth. And I make sure that the herald doesn't hit the field. And I just think having the board presence for the nib is really important for this deck because you can just attack over bodies like we saw with the Ty-Phon play in the previous game.
Mhm.
The other thing is, now that I have the King of the Swamp, I can threaten Guardian Chimera very easily by using the nib as a body and the two Dracotail monsters in my hand.
Mhm.
So I valued that play as well.
I think I concur. That isn't generally. So I've been playing Vanquish Volcanic for most of the format. That is in general how I try to approach the Yummy matchup. Is just like get as much board presence as possible on my opponent's turn between whatever Holy Sue and Vanquish Volcai's, Nib, Phantasme. Like I was signing Pankratops for a while. Like just whatever bodies you can like stick on and attack as quickly as possible to like force out the Book of Moons and all that stuff. So my Vanquish Volcai's actions resolved. That isn't how I agree. I think there's probably like some arguments against like your deck is a little bit different. Keeping in Flame and Horn going second, I think, is crazy.
No, listen, it always works. It's good.
It always works until it doesn't, right? So we have some options here. Maybe it's
Best deck of the format.
so we don't know. Do we know surprise? No, we do not know surprise. This set is most likely unknown. So we have two normal summons here. I'll let you lead it.
So we know he has surprise, and
Okay.
like right now I'm in a position where I can just attack over his body, by making a Ty-Phon, and I can just make sure because I think that's at 2100 right now. So I can attack over. The surprise won't be available to like trigger, and I can just make sure that I'm.
Wait. Oh, so you have to Ty-Phon to attack. Wait, are you sure? Like, I just hovered over this. You don't know this is surprise, by the way.
I don't know this set. I also don't remember if he even searched a surprise, but he definitely used it on the previous turn. So I'm just
Yeah.
reading that as like a surprise. It's either a surprise or it's like either an imperm.
You can't attack over minion as well, right? Because it's 21 and you're at 20.
Exactly. My issue is if I start normal summoning, he just starts getting value for no reason. And even like my plays right here are just not great. Because if I normal summon a Lucaeus or a Malulu, he just tags out, and if that's an imperm, I play into it really hard, and I don't have great ways to extend after that because I also can't use King of the Swamp for poly. So my thought process is here, he's playing Yummy, which is the worst deck of the format. So if I just make a big body and attack over it again, I have two traps, and then I can go King of the Swamp to grab a poly, and then I can just set 3 and then pass. And he's not going to be able to beat me because he also can't like top deck a spell starter because of anti-spell. And so my Flame and Horn will check his normal summon as well as like if that's a surprise.
Is there not an argument to just like normal Malulu and then make Ty-Phon and do the exact same play?
Normal Malulu and then make Ty-Phon?
Yeah. So like you just like have more board presence and like then you can Malulu on his turn. And you want to be like, super careful. You can like do it in main phase too. Like I don't know what punishes there are, but I guess it plays around like.
Well, I can't make it in main
surprise, yeah, right? So.
No, I need to make it in main phase 1, like the Ty-Phon.
Yeah. So like, so is there a real argument against like normal Malulu and then make Ty-Phon?
No, I don't think there is. I think that you could definitely do that too.
And if I did that, I wouldn't even use King of the Swamp. That way, like I can make Dragoons with this on my opponent's turn if I flip the Inkling. Oh, sorry.
Wait, are we making Dragoon?
Malulu plus King of the Swamp?
And Malulu's
Malulu's only Dracotail fusions. I keep forgetting that restriction. Whatever, we'll Ortholion. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but you have two traps. If you draw a 5 mana, you can make it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
No, we were definitely supposed to normal summon Malulu, bro.
Yeah, we were definitely a little multi-mode.
So he does this, he goes this. So now we just flame this, I guess.
It was lagging.
You can't even flame anything.
What?
Don't you have to put a Draco? Yeah. Oh, it's can. It's
Dude.
optional. Never mind.
Bro, who let this
I
guy
thought you
in
had to
here?
place one.
Alright, go on. Easy dubs.
Lol.
Get impermed. Cool.
Oh, I'm sick. Yeah.
You just are the best in the game, it seems. Alrighty,
No, it's just type.
so Dracotail, best deck of the format. I'm gonna keep hearing that indefinitely. Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting, just like the discussions over this matchup, which obviously Rohan thinks is free, but
Were you summoning Guardian Chimera here?
Yeah.
So like you just wouldn't be able to activate it.
Yeah.
LOL.
LOL, indeed.
Did you not just like Ty-Phon bounce yourself so you can like pop the anti-spell and like Rahun and kill him?
You could also just make Gulamel.
Listen, we were so far ahead, it never mattered.
I mean, alright, he's got a fair point. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna end it on that.
Have, like,
Thanks
a
for
chance
thanks
to
for vibing,
lose.
and yeah, we'll just let Rohan think he's the GOAT.